Welcome to week 16, otherwise known as week 2. It is the last week I am in the States. For now. For how long? So this week starts off with me still in Minnesota. You know, it was wedding weekend, and it starts off with the newlywed is hosting brunch with all the Westrum favorites. Egg bake, cheesy potatoes, little weenies, of course there's coffee and mimosas, there's fruit, there's butter braids, there's banana bread, this time with chocolate chips, and I think some mini muffins. Yeah, so it was pretty good. And then I just got to hang out and see everyone and say my goodbyes. I was told I had to come back for the holidays because last year we missed our annual holiday ladies dinner. Monday, I was still in the Twin Cities, and my brother planned a dinner with some of our friends that we both have together, and we went to a new food hall called Market at Malcolm Yards near the U campus, where you get a card and there's a bunch of food stalls, and it's also a pour your own beer, but they also have a cocktail bar. It was really fun to see everyone. Katie and Adam showed up, Kia and Tavis with their 2 kids, Sada and Noah were also there, and it was really just cool to hang out. Did not expect to have to take shots, so that happened. The food was pretty good there. The beer, but the food was definitely good. Tuesday, I had dinner plans with Liz, and I was supposed to have lunch with Nora, who had just gotten back from Mexico, but she was super busy, so that didn't pan out. But I did have happy hour with Ann and Kelly. She found a pop-up Oktoberfest on the rooftop of the Lexington in St. Paul and had a little bit of Oktoberfest festivities there, followed up by a post bar at St. Paul Tap for some slushy drinks. It was wild berry and mango. I met Liz for dinner at Moscow on the Hill. This time we were able to secure seating outside in their giant patio. It was first come, first served, and on a Tuesday night there wasn't too many people there. But it was a little chilly, yay for blankets. So that was a really fun night. I really do enjoy hanging out with Liz, and excited for what's in store for her future, as well as hopefully maybe being able to meet up with her in Korea at the end of this year. So please get better, world. And then Wednesday, my mom dropped me off at the airport. So it was really nice. It was really nice that she was dropping me off like 2 days before I was actually going to Thailand. I arrived around noon or so in Chicago, and then I had to start packing. Yeah, let's just say that didn't go well. I unpacked, so that was the start. I did laundry, found out the dryer was broken. So not fun, but Ed came over that night because we had plans to make food together with all our random things that we had. This was a fun food adventure, and it turned out a lot better than expected, although at the same time, we could have planned it a little bit better, but it was really good. Wednesday night, I had plans to meet up with friends at the Royal Palms for kind of a last hurrah, and oh my God, that night was not at all what I had expected. I'm surprised to survive that night, but also so many good stories. So many good memories. Let's just say I got home at like 5:41 the next morning. Thursday, was dead. Like could not function, but I had to pack. Like there's no way around it. I had to get all my stuff all together. But I made it happen by the end of the night. And AJ and Zach came over for some pani pours, AJ's request. And he made cocktails. My throat was having none of it, so I just had my one. But it was really good to see them, and the pani pours were really delicious. And I did finish packing by like 2:41 a.m. Friday morning. Did get a couple hours of sleep before I hopped on that flight. And then I flew, or was like traveling for like the next 22 hours, arriving in Thailand about an hour and a half ahead of schedule. So that was fun. I actually arrived before midnight at my hotel, which is where I am now. This new hotel, the food is actually really good, so I'm excited about that. And the room is much bigger, I think. Yeah, I think it's definitely much bigger. My bed is bigger, which I love. There's a desk, the TV. By the way, Apple TV, my best idea ever. They have their own device. I forget, it's an Android streaming device that you can like watch Netflix with, but with my Apple TV, I just have to log into the Wi-Fi and all of my stuff is already loaded with passwords and everything. I love it. Okay, here I am, week 16. Make sure to watch. With zero evidence of brunch, let's just go play with Baby Iris and Baby Berry. Kind of totally forgot, but family dinner with my younger siblings. Cheers! Cheers, 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 cheers. Cheers, 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 cheers. Prettier in person. This is me walking home because my mom didn't come pick me up after I drove her car to the auto shop to get fixed. It was cloudy and gray. I hope it doesn't rain on me. This is me having lunch with my mom. Not glamorous. And now I'm meeting up with my brother and some of our friends at the market at Malcolm Yards, which is a new food hall that uses a card as a payment system, and then you kind of just pay at the end. We got food and drinks and stuff. Cheers! Cheers. Cheers.
I didn't think it was going to be like this. I was saying,
All done. Let's go home. Need a snack. And a nightcap. Love me a Pearson salted nut roll. And of course, cookies. Hands-free! It is Monday night. I had plans to go hang out with my brother, and he invited some people. And I'm very happy to see these people because I love them. I thought it was gonna be chill. We would eat some food. We would have a couple beers or drinks, but it was not that. You know what happened? 2 shots of Patron, some free booze. I'm not sure if it was a beer cocktail or if it was just a beer. So those things happened. There's also a ton of food. This is not where I expected I would be on a Monday night. I still have one more night here. And then I have Wednesday when I leave. Wednesday night, Thursday night is filled with activities in Chicago. And then I'm on a flight on Friday. So let's see if I survive week 16 in the States. I have confidence, but also a teeny bit skeptical because I may have over-planned myself in terms of alcohol. So, being that it's only Monday, stay tuned. Yeah. I got my hair did, but no actual good pictures of it, but love it. And just like the last time I got my hair done, I am meeting up with Kelly and Ann for happy hour.
Prost! Linkum and drinkum.
We got to celebrate Oktoberfest. I had some time to kill, so we went for some slushy drinks at St. Paul Tap. Cheers! But also cheese curds. We played no games, but they did change up some of their games. Time to meet up with Liz for dinner at Moscow on the Hill. Patio seats. The big question is what to get for dinner. But first, Moscow fries. I decided on this cheesy goodness. Are farewell, see you later shots a thing? If not, they are now. An interestingly delightful horseradish infused vodka shot. Back at the airport. And today's ride will be a teeny tiny plane. Me procrastinating. After getting back to Chicago, Ed came over and we made a ton of seafood-centric food things. This was an experiment that turned out very well and so perfect. Okay, time for one last hurrah.
Come on, killer.
At one of my most favorite places in Chicago, the Royal Palms Shuffleboard Club. I was so happy to see all those who could make it out, and we had so much fun that night that it maybe was too long of a night, seeing that I got home at 5 in the morning. Thank goodness the next day was Thursday and I didn't leave till Friday.
Hi, Ahmed. Say hi.
Hello. We love you. We'll miss you. We will try to love you.
You can go away now.
Getting into the weeds. Or is it the jungle? Hi, everyone. Yes, Rachel got her pickle, and I thought we were ending the night at Estelle's Lounge.
Last nightcap, Ruffles.
But then I found myself back here playing more shuffleboard and then getting home at 5:30 in the morning. Packing is not going well, to say the least.
Cheers. R.I.P.
Homemade pani puri per AJ's request. Not mad. Breakfast before the journey. I feel that if I follow them, I'll end up at the right gate eventually. Delta snacks? Not a Delta flight. Ooh, there's my plane. Okay, it's time to board. Bye, Chicago. See you next time. Oh, she was a nervous flyer. Leveled off and enjoying the coast. Time to eat, drink, and sleep. Love having the whole row to myself so I can lay down. Watch out, Tokyo. We're coming in hot. First stop, 7-Eleven. My place to lay out with my drink. This is my view. Plane butts. Plane's here. I'm so tired. Last leg of the journey. Let's finish strong and stay awake. Now, to get through all this fun stuff. Onwards to the quarantine hotel. A cute little note on the bed, and this is my room. It is actually fairly big compared to my last one. So spacious and looks very nice. Yes, setting up my Apple TV. So, you've watched the video for week 16, which means it is now the end of week 2 and my week in Thailand, my month, my year, I don't even know, but in Thailand has officially started. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed all of my adventures in the United States. I sure had a lot of fun. What I loved the most was like getting to spend time with my friends and my family. Really getting a chance to kind of do like a farewell of sorts or like say goodbye. But the quality time was nice. The States were fun. It was just as I was leaving here, strict restrictions were going into place, and as I landed there, they were lifting. So I called it my summer of freedom, filled with fun and adventures, and I made more new friends, but yeah, I know, who am I? So stay tuned, see what I'm up to while I'm in Thailand this time around. I am starting once again in quarantine. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss an upload and see what my adventures entail. And if you could, please like, share, and comment. And I'll see you next week in this hotel room. Okay, bye-bye.